Everyone, Brooke here. I hope wherever you are in the world today is treating you well. I am back with a mini car vlog. I got about 10 minutes. I'm just popping on real quick to talk about the 3-day water fast that I'm currently doing. I am 36 hours into my 3-day water fast, and originally I wanted to do like a whole video, breakdown of my water fast, do weight check-ins, all that, but I wasn't able to do it this time around. It was something that I just was like on a whim. I was like, nope, girl, you're fasting, right? So the next time I do a 3-day fast is going to be next month. I'm definitely going to be doing more like vlog style, doing weight check-ins, talking about how I feel at each interval, 12 hours in, 24 hours in, 36 hours in, 72 hours in, that kind of thing. So be on the lookout for that when it comes in like another month. But as of right now, I'm over 36 hours into my fast. It is Thursday, April 20th. Oh, so it's 420. So for those who celebrate, those who partake, happy 420. I celebrate Earth Day, so I'll be celebrating that this Saturday with planting around my garden and just really thanking nature for its beautifulness, right? Like I'm a big environmentalist. But anyway, so I am exhausted. I'm exhausted. I was so tired yesterday. And I'm doing this thing called core drilling. I'm by myself. I'm lifting this heavy machine around. But luckily, it's not too strenuous. The machine's doing all the work, but it's very heavy, So I'm like literally like lugging this thing around. It's exerting a lot of energy. This morning, I had to bring it up to another floor, 2 floors. So I had to drag that thing like a dead body up the stairs because I just refuse to like throw it over my shoulder. I can't do that. So when in Rome, you do what you can, But anyway, so I'm over 36 hours. I've said that like 5 times. I'm not feeling too bad. I was feeling bad last night. I was feeling bad. I was really thirsty. I'm still thirsty. I'm drinking my gallon of water. I just, I didn't have any energy. I was like really, really tired yesterday. I thought that was really weird because I'm normally tired, but like I was very tired. I was like, nodding off not when I was driving home. And I'm like, I know I'm hungry, whatever. And the feeling in my stomach, I just kind of cast it away, right? Because when you're hungry, like, or when your body starts to produce the hunger hormone, I forgot exactly what it's called. I can't even pronounce it, so I'm not even going to try. But a ghrelin, maybe? See, that's why I didn't pronounce it, because I think that's wrong. But it's like this, it's a hormone that produces, and then your stomach makes this noise, like you're hungry, right? But it's lying to you because it could just literally get the fat off your body. It could do, if you stop eating for a small period of time, I'm not saying for a long time, but, for a day, like your body can get that energy somewhere else. It's just habit, in my opinion. So what I'm doing is, I'm doing the fasting because I don't feel well. I hate not feeling well. And then getting stuck in the caffeine loop and then eating something crappy and then mentally, it's just too much. It's just too much. So I stay away from breads. I don't partake in breads. Same thing with this. Like I stay away from food for a couple days, really reset my palate. I have fatty liver because I'm overweight. It runs in my family, but it also is because of like when you're overweight, when you have obesity, right? It just is what it is. Like it's embarrassing to say that. I mean, I don't want to say, oh, I'm obese, but I am, and it's like I'm working towards not being that way. You know what I mean? So anyway, so I'm doing this fasting because I really wanted to just regenerate, right? Just re-cleanse and really just give my body a break. Give my body a break from digesting, which takes so much energy out of your body. It really does. It's said to be like the most intense, suction of energy out of your body, right? Like it's so energy depleting when you digest. And people are, I see people on the job site, they're eating 3 square meals, which is like whatever, right? But they're getting donuts in between. They're drinking Monsters, coffees. I'm like, how are you living? Like, how are you even able to like walk up the stairs? You know what I mean? So anyway, so what I'm doing is just really staying focused on, staying busy. That's another reason why I didn't want to do a video. The next time I do the 3-day fast, I'm going to do it on a weekend, so I can actually document it and talk about it and things like that. But at 36 hours, I think right now I'm in, I don't want to say ketosis, but it's autophagy. So it is, my body's using my fat stores as a source of fuel. So that's what I'm working on right now for my body. And I'm not hungry at all. Like, I'm not hungry. I'm just tired. And I'm thirsty, which is weird because, like I just said, I've been drinking like crazy. The last time I did a 3-day fast, I felt fantastic. I didn't even want to break it, but I literally broke my 3-day fast with an ice cream. I was like, "Oh, I can have an ice cream sandwich." I didn't like what all that time wasted, just so you can have an ice cream sandwich. Granted, it was the best ice cream sandwich I ever had, right? Because like when you eat again, it's like everything's just so amazing. But you want to refeed correctly, and my biggest thing is just correcting habits. And honestly, like, just getting more disciplined, right? That's the biggest thing. And fasting is such a wonderful tool to do that. When I was doing alternate day fasting, I did lose weight. I did gain a lot of it back. But and I was doing it like so half-assed too, and I was still seeing results. That's how you know fasting works. But when I was doing alternate day fasting, like, I had a really hard time eating, not eating, and then eating, but eating like, things because I'm like, oh, well, I can eat this because I'm not eating tomorrow and blah, 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 right? Like, and I didn't eat yesterday. And it's like, I can't do that. You know what I mean? If I'm going to fast, I need to fast. I need to get through the whole process. And the same thing with alternate day fasting is it's a great method of eating. It really is. And I recommend it. I for sure do. But for me, like, and just where I'm at in my life, like, I do better with not eating for a longer stretch of time than doing the alternate day fasting. Intermittent fasting is fantastic too. It really is. I did that for a long time. I was able to keep the weight down. And, my husband does intermittent fasting and he swears by it. We did that mainly because we were both training in a martial arts that recommended intermittent fasting. And I remember I couldn't eat, I still don't eat breakfast. Like, I'm not a breakfast person. But when I was doing alternate day fasting, people stop fasting with that program at the time when you should drive through, right? That's when like your autophagy is peaking, right? Like, that's when the real stuff happens, and I feel like with ADF, like, you're just getting there and you're getting benefits, but you're not getting those fasting benefits that everybody talks about. So, granted, obviously you get some benefits, but it's not the same. The longer you go, the better it is. And obviously, you don't want to go many weeks without being at like a fasting center, in my opinion. But when it comes to like the Laysman, like 3 days is not a problem. It sounds like a lot, but it really, at least for me, it's not a problem. For you, check with your doctor, and figure it out between you two. But my doctor recommended me doing a fast, and I just kept pushing it off. And now I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm glad I'm doing it. So now I'm halfway through, and I'm feeling like I'm thinking about food a lot, but I'm like, oh, I can just have that tomorrow. I can just have that tomorrow night, or have that Saturday morning, or whichever, time I decide to break the fast. But I'm going to go for as long as I can. And then, but the 3 day, it's obviously 3 days is like my goal, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm not doing this for weight loss. I'm not. I'm doing this for discipline, to reset my palate, to help with the fatty liver, to help with my thyroid, and to give my body a break so it can work on other things it has to work on. Really clean and like regenerate some old cells. And that's the biggest reason why I'm doing it right now. But it's a lot. It's a lot with working and then going to school and then doing this and then running a household. But when I think about it, like, I can't settle. I can't. As much as it would be easy for me to settle and be like, okay, well, Brooke, listen, you'll always have some health problems. You might have to take some medication soon. I just can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, if I can avoid it, I'm going to try to avoid it. Same thing with wanting to get down to my goal weight. Like, a lot of people are like, you got to be healthy or happy in your skin. And I'm like, yeah, but you got to be healthy too. If I know I'm 50 pounds overweight and that's, visceral fat, I can't say certain things. I know what I mean, but sometimes I can't say certain things. And that fat's like, cradling your organs. Like, it's not good for you, and then you're always feeling like crap. And then, you have clothes you can't fit in. And it's like, I'm just done feeling like that. I'm just done, and that's like the biggest thing. And I'm grateful in a sense that I am so busy, because even like right now, like, I'm working, I'm working. When I get home, I gotta tend to the children, and then like, I can like go to sleep early again, and just kind of like when you're sleeping, you're not eating, so you're not worried about it. I have like a lot of chores that I have to do when I get home, and that's when it gets hard. But I feel like, you can push through it. It's a habit, eating like, candies and things like that, or whatever, sweets, all this stuff, breads, it's comfort food. And it's how a lot of people, like decompress when they get home. Oh, I gotta get something to eat. I gotta get something to eat. They're not really hungry. They gotta get something to eat. You know, that's what they're used to. They gotta get something to eat. So I think fasting's all about like breaking habits and creating new pathways to what you want to do. I mean, you're never too old to change your habits, in my opinion. You know, they say you can't teach a dog new tricks, but you can certainly learn. You know, you can certainly try to teach them, you know, or you can pick up certain things that'll help that you might be able to do better than someone else, you know what I mean? And that's like my biggest thing too. It's like, oh, just it's okay. Everybody carries around a little bit of weight. Yeah, well, most people are unhealthy. Most people don't feel well. Most people have serious medical issues that they probably don't even know about. So I really think that if you're someone that really wants to get your weight under control, or even just for discipline, I highly recommend fasting. I got to leave. I'm gonna take some water right now because I'm so thirsty right now. But as of right now, it is day 2, and I'll pop in with another video and I'll let you guys know how I'm doing. And I didn't even take my weight. I didn't even weigh myself because with such a short water fast, it's like I'm not losing any real weight. You know, I'm losing water, but you know, you just gain that back. But what I'm really doing is resetting my palate, you know, is really just kind of fighting that candida that most people have, you know, from high sugar intake and things like that. And it feeds on sugar, you know, so it's like, you know, you want to stop that cycle. And sometimes it causes you to be uncomfortable for a couple of days when you fast, you know, obviously. But I think all in all, it's a good thing, and I'm glad I'm doing it. And yeah, I'll share my updates, and I'll be back with another video. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll check you back again on the next one.